Tell me the differences between Summersville and Morgantown and West Virginia living. It's all Appalachian living, but it's definitely different, right?
It's absolutely different. And I'd say like the biggest difference between Summersville, Fayette County, like where we from, versus Morgantown is that Morgantown is always getting bigger and always changing. It's always evolving. With it being a college town, every 4 years you get new blood here. You get new ideas. You get new youth here. And yet some of the people who are here, they love it so much that they stay and they build here. Versus where we from, it just keep getting smaller and it keep getting more deteriorated. Our areas, Nicholas County, Fayette County, we were hit really the hardest by the Oxycontin pandemic, the fentanyl pandemic. So, and it didn't have there wasn't no line. You know what I mean? It wasn't like the people in the trailer park was getting hit harder than the people who was living in the big houses on top of the hill. It didn't matter where it went. It got everybody. So it killed a huge group of the small population, the young population. Here we have youth and we have energetic youth. And they want to build and they see something here that they can get bigger on and that they can build on. Where we from, they just see it dying. They just look around and it's just dying around them everywhere. There ain't nothing for them to do anyways. They don't see any hope. They don't see any way out whatsoever. And so they just let what's around them die. So it's constantly getting smaller. It's constantly getting more consolidated is what I would say. You know what I mean? It's constantly getting more consolidated because some of the things where it was getting bigger and growing when we were younger, they've just died out because the money stopped going there. There's no infrastructure. There's nowhere to support businesses. There's no way for these people. The mines are shut down. You know, that's where we're from. The mines was where people made money. It's the only way that they saw life. It's the only life that was given was the coal mines. Up here, people can get money in so many different ways. There's so much more opportunity here for you to expand yourself and create a future for yourself. Versus where we're from, there's very, very small opportunity. You can either, start your own business. There isn't no industry. There's no manufacturing. There's no job that's gonna come in and give you a job with good pay and benefits and all that stuff. You have to make your own way down there. Up here, you got Pittsburgh's 45 minutes from you. You know, there's so many ways that you can get money up here that you can't get where we're from. All we have really is like the recreational aspect of it. We got whitewater rafting, we got the lake, we got, that's really it.
That's it.
That's it. That's it. You can work at Gomart, you can work at USave, you can work at Exxon, you can work at the local bar. Kind of thing. That's the only opportunity that you have if you're not a forester, if you're not down in trees, or if you're not a landscape architecture or something like that, mowing people's lawns and stuff. But that's really it. There ain't much opportunity where we from. But up here, there's lots of opportunity. Everywhere you look, there's an opportunity. There's more people here. There's more culture here. You can grab onto so many different things here that you can't grab onto there.
What's something you do miss about Summersville, Nicholas County?
Oh, I miss the lake. I mean, Summersville Lake is the most beautiful lake in the world. They call it the Key West of West Virginia. If you go to the lake, you can see the bottom 12 feet down because every year they let that lake out, and then the fresh water from the mountain come and fill it back up every summer. So it's absolutely the freshest mountain water that you could be in and swimming in your entire life. There's so much there. There's so much to do as far as the lake is concerned. I could spend every day of my life on that lake. Hopefully one day I'll go back and retire on that lake. So I miss that lake.